Welcome back to the channel. Monica Love here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from the 13th to the 19th of December. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. Okay, so Cancer, your challenge is the Hermit, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups in reverse, okay? So your challenge here moving forward to next week is the Hermit. I feel with the Hermit here, a lot of you are really, you know, going within. There's something here about going within, finding your path, finding what works for you. Not necessarily what works for everyone else, but what works for you. I feel like this is your biggest challenge to find the answer to this question. We're going to clarify the Hermit and see what the important message is here for you in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Five of Cups, you have the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. I feel in the recent past, there was some really emotional situation that really affected your confidence, which really affected maybe a relationship that you were in here in the recent past. I feel like there was some sort of relationship that you may have been in, or one that you may have been entertaining. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be friends, family, maybe it was a marriage for some of you. Okay, I'm really getting that there was some sort of situation between you and this person that created a lot of fear and anxiety. Okay, some of you felt trapped here in the past. And I don't mean physically trapped, I mean emotionally and mentally trapped, okay, regarding something here. We're going to clarify this and get more information in a moment. Now, in the present moment, Cancer, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Sun, okay? So what's really interesting in the present moment right now is there is an offer of love that's coming in. I feel like this could be someone younger than you, or maybe you're offering love to somebody here. For others of you, I feel like there is maybe an apology that's coming in the present moment, maybe some form of forgiveness for you, which is going to bring things back into balance. And it looks like this situation is going to bring you a lot of happiness, okay? So we're going to find out more about this in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Six of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Hangman. Someone here in the near future chooses to disconnect from this situation. And the reason why they're choosing to disconnect from this situation is because either it's become very stagnant, nothing here is really moving forward, or it could be because there is a separation that a lot of you will be in the near future, and somebody just wants to figure out, are we coming out of this separation? You know, what path are we choosing? What are we planning on doing? There's almost some sort of action that needs to be taken here in the near future. And depending on, you know, if you take action or this person somebody here doesn't take action. And as a result of that, someone feels a need within themselves to remove themselves from this because they don't want to be in this place of waiting anymore, okay? So this is what I see in the near future. Of course, that can change when I clarify. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Devil, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. There's some sort of situation in your life, Cancer, where new love was supposed to be had between you and a specific person, new opportunity. I feel like that didn't happen because a lot of you are still very much attached to some sort of situation that stopped working out in your life. What you don't see coming is the fact that a lot of you are recognizing what is no longer working in your life, okay? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is the first step that a lot of you will be taking, okay? This is what you don't see coming. The first steps that a lot of you are going to be taking is recognizing what no longer works in your life, okay? The first, and I always say this, you know, in the readings, the first thing to get to a place of satisfaction and happiness within yourself is to identify what's not working in your life, okay? So if something is not working, I think a lot of you are going to be identifying that. That's why your challenge is the Hermit, because there's a need for you to go within yourself and figure out what works for you. Remember, what works for everybody else doesn't necessarily mean it works for you. And I think that's what the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse is trying to tell you. What is not working in your life? And once you figure that out, that's when clarity is going to come to you, okay? Seven of Cups in reverse, you know, in reverse means clarity, truth, knowing, you know, and it's in reverse, right? And it says, I trust myself to see the truth. you know, even though you may be in a situation or you were in a situation that created a lot of confusion, it looks like that is going to lift, okay? So what you don't see coming is you will be identifying clearly what doesn't work in your life. That could be why maybe a new love situation failed, why a new job situation failed. Something here failed in your life because something wasn't working. And you either failed to identify it, and as a result of not identifying it, it created confusion. But now, because you're watching this, you're able to identify what has been holding you back, devil in reverse, to therefore plan what needs to work moving forward, okay? So that's what you don't see coming. Now, let's get into your reading and let's do some clarification. Let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so the Hermit is clarified by the Hierophant, Nine of Wands, and the Four of Wands, okay? So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with something that you're committing yourself to. Again, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a job. It could be a project that you're committing yourself to. For some of you, this is a marriage, okay? There may have been some sort of challenging issues in a relationship or a marriage that you're connected to. I think your biggest challenge here is not to give up on this situation, okay? Because, you know, part of changing the direction of this commitment or connection that either is A, coming into your life, or B, is already there, there's a need for you to follow your path and what works for you and being able to really express that, okay? The Nine of Wands for me is a card of someone not giving up, even though, you know, maybe a relationship's been difficult or a marriage or a family situation has been difficult. Spirit is saying that your biggest challenge here is to go within yourself and figure out what works for you. Once you figure out what works for you, everything is going to, you know, mend to what it is that you need, okay? But if you're constantly just in this place of going along with things, Cancer, and you don't feel comfortable or you don't feel like this is the right place or situation you need to be in, you need to figure out what's not working for you and what, you know, are you just doing something just to do it, or are you doing it because you actually like and enjoy doing it, okay? So this is something that I feel is coming up for you next week, where you will be going within and doing that inner work to really figure out what this relationship means to you, what this marriage means to you, what this commitment means to you that you are committing yourself to, okay? So this is what I'm seeing as your challenge. Now let's clarify the recent past. Let's clarify the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is clarified by the Judgment, the Queen of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like a lot of you recognized an opportunity here in the past. There was a very sad situation that you experienced here. I feel like it was really emotional. You had a very strong connection here with someone. The sadness that you experienced, Cancer, was very much needed. I feel like this is something that pushed you into action. It pushed you into this place of starting to become very in touch with your emotions. And you know, there's something within you, you know, in the recent past where, you know, something here changed, but it was a good change. You know, it at the surface level, it looked like, oh, wow, I can't believe this happened. You know, it's created a lot of sadness within me, but this is something that is the beginning of a change that needed to start for you within your relationship, okay? So there was a relationship here in the past that you're very much connected to, and although it created a lot of sadness and a lot of anxiety and fear within you, it's like this situation needed to change. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah. So your anxiety and your fear surrounding this situation in the past really forced you into a new direction. Okay. So either you had a new beginning or you tried to have a new beginning. Even though you tried to have a new beginning here, you were still holding on to something. And I feel like what you were holding on to in the past had a lot to do with an emotional situation that happened outside of your control. But remember, this situation that happened in the past was very much needed because it pushed you into action. If this situation didn't happen, to literally light fire under you to actually get you going to do what you need to do, it would have never happened, okay? So I feel like there was a blessing in disguise that happened for you in the recent past regarding some sort of new beginning, okay? So this is what I'm seeing here. Now, in the present moment, it looks like there's a love offer that is coming in for you. It looks like it's going to bring you a lot of happiness if it hasn't already. Tell me more about the Page of Cups in the present moment for Cancer. So the Page of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Wands. Someone here is really determined to have a new beginning with you. Some of you are going to be receiving an offer for a new job. Others of you, this is a new relationship. Someone here is really determined to offer love, okay? Whether that's you or your person. And somebody here is really determined to make this happen because they believe that it's going to bring a lot of happiness. I feel like there's a situation in your life, Cancer, that's going to bring a lot of stability and a lot of balance in your life. And I feel like this is the beginning of that. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Five of Wands, okay? So a lot of you right now are dealing with maybe a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, maybe an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I feel like this person right now is coming back towards you, and this is why I felt like there was an apology coming in, or a love offer. It could be a love offer or an apology. This is somebody here who you've had conflict with. I feel like there's still a conflict that's happening between you and this person in the present moment. This person, okay, this is the vibe I'm getting from them. They're showing up in the present moment, okay, for some of you. The reason why this person's showing up is because they believe that there's an opportunity for you and them to work things out. The sun is here. Wherever the sun is in any tarot reading, it really emphasizes optimism. It really emphasizes growth, warmth, you know, really getting to this place of optimism. And I think a lot of you are dealing with someone here where you're ready to give up on this person. You're ready to give up on this situation, but this person is going through something. They're going through some sort of transformation here, and that may be the reason why there's a lot of conflict between you and them, okay? I'm also seeing this person, they want to be released from something here, okay? And this is why they're defending the connection with you. They're wanting to have a new opportunity with you, primarily because of the connection they have with you. High Priestess for me is a spiritual connection, okay? So there's a lot of optimism here. It says, I am optimistic and I appreciate all I have. Someone is finally appreciating you. They're finally appreciating what it means to have you in their life. Tell me more about the sun in the present moment. The sun is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Emperor. A lot of you are dealing with somebody here who has gone or is going through a transition. Some of you, this could be your child's father, or it could be a father figure that is in your life, or somebody who wants to be a father. I'm really getting that this person will come back around, okay? So if you've wanted them to come back around, I see them coming back around more towards the end of the year when the sun moves into Capricorn. There is going to be a reconciliation. Some of you, there is a reconciliation that's happening in the present moment. And the reason why this is happening is because this person is realizing how much they want to bring things back into balance with you. They want to bring some sort of ending to some sort of situation that hasn't been stable, okay? So this is what I'm seeing in the present moment. Now, in the near future, okay, it looks like there is a separation, okay? Or if it's not a separation, it is a path that you have to choose. Some of you are watching this and you're single. There's a decision that you have to make here about your life with the Two of Wands. Now, if you aren't single and you have somebody you're attached to or someone that you love, that you see yourself being with, I see there's going to be a decision here about whether or not you want to stay or you want to go, okay? And this could be either you or your person. So I'm going to clarify the Hangman, and we're going to see why there's so much stagnation here in the near future, why somebody's afraid to take action. Tell me more about the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is clarified by the World, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so in the near future, there's someone here from your past. They really, really love you. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm getting Pisces really strong here. A lot of you have determined that because there's been little to no action, especially primarily in the future, because there's been little to no action, a lot of you may be in this place of, you know, hey, maybe the memories I have with this person is over. Maybe we're not meant to be together. I don't feel that way. I feel like somebody here in the near future really wants the idea of, you know, things not moving, the idea of things being stagnant to change, because they still believe that there's an opportunity for happiness here with you. Okay, there's somebody here who's really determined to have this with you because they don't want to be in separation. And that's why a decision has to be made here about whether or not you are going to actually you know, put behind you this energy of not wanting to take action, because I feel to some extent, Cancer, this may be you not taking action, okay? And that's why your challenge is the Hermit, because a lot of you may feel like, you know what, I need to go within myself. I need to figure out what's good for me. Just because somebody from my past wants to be with me doesn't mean that's what I want, right? And some of you may be saying that to yourself. So I feel like in the near future, there's a very strong decision that has to be made here, and that's why your challenge is the Hermit, because in order for this decision in the near future to be made, you're going to have to decide, okay? It's one thing for this person to decide, but it's also you that needs to decide, because Two of Wands is what? About two people. It's not about just one person, okay? This is why it says, I focus on what I want and make it happen. What is it that you want? What is it that you want? You have to ask yourself that in the near future. Because if a decision can't be made, someone here may decide just to disconnect altogether because they don't want to play this game anymore, okay? Six of Swords. So tell me more about the Six of Swords in the near future for Cancer. So the Six of Swords is clarified by the Six of Wands, the Devil, and the Six of Pentacles. So you see, it's like somebody here is overthinking. Seven of Pentacles lately has been talking to me about somebody who's invested a lot of energy and time into things and they've been disappointed. Devil. The Devil is a card of disappointment because we're always, you know, faced with these illusions. The Devil creates illusions in our life. Like, ooh, look what you can have. Ooh, let me lure you in. And then you get lured in and you realize this is not what I wanted. Okay. So there's something here in the near future that I feel like has a lot to do with your past. It's something that you've already invested your time, your energy into. There is a possibility for it to be successful. Some of you may determine in the near future that in order for you to be successful, you may need to disconnect yourself from the situation altogether. And that's going to be a personal decision that you decide based on your challenge, which is the Hermit, going within and contemplating what it is that you seek and you want. Let's clarify the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is clarified by the Chariot, the Two of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Very important message for you, Cancer, here in the near future about your life. In the near future, you're going to feel like it's time to move forward. I feel like a lot of you are going to have a choice, either to give somebody here a second chance, okay, someone that you have history with, or it could be about you choosing to move into a new direction in your life, okay? That means leaving something behind and choosing the path that works for you, okay? So I see you moving into a new direction. I see you communicating about moving into this new direction because it's time to take action in the near future, okay? Especially if things have been very stagnant. And I feel like you're gonna be making this decision primarily because a lot of you are ready to move into a new direction after a very confusing situation. So let's get some advice for you. What is the advice? So the advice for you here is the Six of Cups. You have the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So your biggest piece of advice here is to prepare to speak to somebody here from your past. Okay, that's the advice here. And the reason why that is your advice intuitively I'm getting is because there's a need to clear the air with someone from your past. I think a lot of you are going to experience this person coming back at some point because this person may want to have a new beginning with you. I think that they wanted to have a new beginning with you in the past, but a lot of you maybe weren't ready for that. And it looks like in the near future, of course, you have a decision to make, but primarily this has a lot to do with you speaking to someone from your past. And it may have a lot to do with you maybe forgiving somebody or taking the leap of faith to offer love, okay? It says, I know the right person waits until I'm ready. So some of you may not be ready to speak to someone from the past, or maybe they're not ready to speak to you. But I think that this you know, ability for you to speak to this person is really important from your past, because that's going to clear the air. It's going to allow you to really truly make a decision on what it means for your life moving forward, whether that's a form of forgiveness or a form of closing the door properly, or maybe a reconciliation that you've always wanted. The decision's going to be yours, but I feel like the advice here has a lot to do with you speaking to somebody from your past, okay? And you're going to know why that message is coming out. You already know the answer. This is just simply confirmation, okay? So Cancer, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.